The first time I saw the text, I thought it was a mistake. It flashed on Jake's lock screen while he was in the shower, his phone left carelessly on the kitchen counter next to the empty wine glasses from our anniversary dinner the night before. The steam from the bathroom curled under the door, carrying the scent of his expensive sandalwood body wash, the same one I'd bought him last Christmas, the same one she probably knew the name of by now. Can't wait to see you tonight, babe. Room 312, like always. The words burned into my retinas. My fingers trembled as I reached for his phone. He'd never given me his passcode, but after 5 years of sharing a life, I knew it by heart. His birthday, 0914, of course. The messages were worse than I could have imagined. Her name was Natalie Collins. The texts went back 7 months. 7 months of lies, of stolen moments, of my life being dismantled one secret at a time. There were photos, some so intimate I had to blink back angry tears. Plans made in meticulous detail. All the times he'd told me he was working late, all the weekends he'd claimed were guys' trips to Vegas or golf weekends. Every word was a fresh cut, deeper than the last. The shower shut off. I placed the phone back exactly as I'd found it, my movements precise despite the earthquake inside me. And when Jake emerged, towel slung low on his hips, water dripping down the chest I used to trace with my fingertips, I smiled. Because revenge, I decided in that moment, should be served cold. For the next 3 weeks, I played my part perfectly. I made his favorite meals, the lasagna that took 4 hours to prepare, the chocolate soufflé he always bragged about to his friends. I laughed at his stupid jokes, kissed him with just enough passion to feel authentic, and listened to his work stories with apparent interest. All while quietly dismantling his life piece by piece. It started with his email. Most people use the same password for everything, and Jake was nothing if not predictable. There, I found receipts for hotel rooms at the Grand Hyatt downtown, confirmation emails for jewelry purchases that had never made their way to me, and, most interestingly, a trail of shady business deals that made my eyebrows climb. Jake had always bragged about his foolproof side investments in our friend group. Turns out, foolproof meant illegal. Insider trading, to be exact. The kind that could land someone in federal prison for up to 20 years. Next came Natalie herself. I created a fake Instagram account, Elena Torres, marketing executive from Chicago. A few strategic likes on her posts, some flirty comments about her travel photos, and within 2 weeks we were DMing like old friends. She was 26, a paralegal at some prestigious law firm, with the kind of polished beauty that comes from trust funds and weekly spa appointments. The kind of girl who wouldn't think twice when her new friend Elena suggested meeting for drinks at the rooftop bar. "You look so familiar," Natalie said when we finally met, her manicured fingers toying with the stem of her martini glass. The diamond tennis bracelet on her wrist caught the light, the same one I'd seen in Jake's purchase history. Sipped my gin and tonic, letting the silence stretch just long enough to be uncomfortable. "Funny, Jake says the same thing about you." Her glass froze halfway to her lips. The color drained from her perfectly contoured face. What? Jake Monroe? My boyfriend of 5 years? I kept my voice light, conversational. "The man you've been fucking in room 312 at the Grand Hyatt every Thursday while I think he's working late?" The martini glass slipped from her fingers, shattering on the tile floor. The bartender rushed over, but Natalie waved him away, her hands shaking violently. "Oh my God, you're Lila." "That's right." I leaned forward, lowering my voice. "And I know everything. The hotel receipts. The bracelet he bought you for your birthday last month. The way he always orders your coffee, half CAF, extra foam, 1 sugar." Her carefully constructed facade crumbled. Tears smudged her mascara as the whole story tumbled out, how they'd met at a work conference, how he'd told her we were basically broken up, how he'd promised to leave me any day now. I recorded every damning word on my phone, hidden in my purse. When she finally stopped talking, breath hitching, I reached across the table and took her hand. "I don't blame you," I lied smoothly. "He played us both. But I need your help to make sure he doesn't do this to anyone else." 3 days later, at 2:17 a.m., Jake's phone buzzed on the nightstand. He groaned, rolling over to check it, and I watched in the darkness as the glow of the screen illuminated his face, going from sleep rumpled to horrified in 2 seconds flat. It was the video. Our video, Natalie and me at the bar, her tear-streaked confession playing out in high definition. The final shot was a close-up of her holding up her phone, showing a text thread where Jake had explicitly told her to lie if anyone asked about their relationship. What the hell is this? Jake's voice was strangled. I rolled over, feigning sleepiness. Oh, that? I yawned. Just a little reality check. The next 48 hours were a blur. I moved out while Jake was at work, taking everything that was legally mine and a few things that arguably weren't. The signed first edition of The Great Gatsby his father had given him? Oops, must have gotten packed by accident. The vintage Rolex he loved more than life itself? How strange, it must be in one of these boxes somewhere. But the real damage came in the form of carefully placed leaks. His boss at the investment firm received an anonymous email about those, foolproof, insider trades. His parents got the unedited video of Natalie's confession. His college buddies, the ones who'd covered for him, received screenshots of their incriminating group chats. And the pièce de résistance? A detailed report to the SEC that would keep their investigators busy for months. Natalie, to her credit, sent me flowers the day the news broke about Jake's firing. "Thank you for saving me from him," the note read. I almost felt bad for using her. Almost. As for Jake, the last I heard, he's living in a studio apartment in a bad neighborhood, single, and working a job that doesn't require background checks. The SEC investigation is still ongoing, but his lawyer bills are already in the 6 figures. And me? I'm writing this from a private villa in Bali, sipping a mimosa, using the settlement money from the lawsuit I filed against him for financial fraud. Turns out, when you can prove your partner used joint funds to finance an affair, complete with receipts for hotel rooms and jewelry, judges tend to look favorably on punitive damages. The villa has a beautiful view of the ocean. Sometimes, at sunset, I watch the colors bleed across the water and think about how different my life could have been if I'd never seen that text. Then I take another sip of my drink and smile. Because the truth is, I'd do it all again. Some betrayals cut too deep to forgive. But they also light a fire that can either destroy you or forge you into something stronger. I know which one I chose. And if the way the handsome bartender keeps smiling at me is any indication, the best is yet to come.